Hi everybody, hello, welcome back to another video of Sword and Shield. Talk about the characters in the game now. You guys are just loving it too, you're killing it, loving it, killing it. We got 1,000 likes instantly, so you guys got another video instantly. That is the goal. If you guys want to see another Toys video, 1,000 likes is the goal for another one ASAP. There is no plan to drop another one after this until 2020, but if you guys want to see another one before 2020, hit that like button down below. Hi, hey, hello, but we're gonna get right into this. Talking about the best characters from Sword and Shield. You already know we got to specify this tier list. We are gonna do, let's see. Wait. The heat is Ebonics for good. We're gonna do, this is all right. We're gonna do, and we're just gonna do nah. All right. So let's get in with it. Okay, so these characters, okay, here's the things behind it. Their battle isn't gonna go behind it because I like these characters based on how they are as a character and their designs. Those are the two biggest, and themes. I don't necessarily want to put difficulty behind it because if that's the case, it's Leon and Raihan and then everybody's below them because they're the two artist trainers in the entire game. So, and then Hop would be severely destroyed. So you don't want to see that. You don't. But yeah, we're gonna get it with this. Let me roll up my sleeves. All right. So, I'm just gonna say it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just gonna say it. Ball Guy's all right. Ball Guy's all right. I feel like everyone's going crazy about Ball Guy because he's a meme, but he gives you balls, and that's all right. Yeah, that's all right. That to me is all right. He's not asking for too much. I'm not gonna drink anything in this video. He's not asking for too much, but at the same time as well too, he's just all right. And I also don't want my face to get cut off. So yes, we're doing live. Anyways, he's all right. He's okay. You know what I mean? Like he's all right. He's a good guy. He gives me balls. Take any context you want with it. Whether that means I squeeze them dry or actual Pokeballs. Take whatever context you want in it. Do not judge me and I won't judge you. Come on, man. Dude, some of these characters are just gonna be way too obvious for them being extremely high. So Milo, I'm gonna put an A. He's all right. You know what I mean? Like Milo is just you know what I mean? Like I feel like he's cursed with the first gym leader turmoil curse, where some first gym leaders, they just become so irrelevant. They're just so Their character is just so weak because it's the beginning. You know, versus Nessa. Nessa is way more fleshed out, and she's number 2. I feel like Milo could have been so much more. You know, he's just a farmer that rolls hay, that's buff, that uses grass types. That's it. You really don't know much about his personality outside the fact that he's a farmer. And he likes lifting. And he barely is really strong. That's about it. There's not much to him. You know, like even like in the post game where you go back into his gym and you face the Dynamax mons, like even then, like still not much. So I just feel like he's cursed being the first gym leader curse. The same thing was with Brock. If we never got the anime, Brock would literally be the same. Like Milo got more of a personality than Brock ever did, but Brock got the anime, so we just combined it. So I feel like, so the best thing that comes with these characters, guys, is the anime. Like example, Lana in Sun and Moon, very shy, introverted character, and then you actually watch the anime, she kind of breaks out of her shell a little bit, and you get to know more about her. So the anime does actually make or break some of these characters. It's kind of hard to judge though, because this anime is different from the rest, because of the fact that it's not Ash getting together with a girl, a guy, and obviously getting some starter Pokemon. It's Ash going through every generation. So I doubt we're gonna get to Galar. I think right now they're in Johto. So I doubt we're gonna. Oh no! I think actually no. Pretty sure they start off in Galar and they go backwards. So we can say either Milo soon or not. Till then, I feel like Milo is gonna be cursed. I'm definitely gonna come back and do this video when the anime comes out and it starts to flesh out more of these characters. So yes, I'll actually come back and do this video. But for now, Milo is just sort of there. Let's see, Chairman Rose. I don't know, Chairman Rose. This is my hot take. This is everybody else would put him here. Chairman Rose for me is just all right. You know what I mean? Like I actually did not mind Chairman Rose. You know, I got his intentions. He wants to save the world. I get his intentions, but how he's going about it is wrong. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, if Maxie and Archie were done better. You know, even Lysander. But Lysander is more scuffed Giovanni. Rose is like even more scuffed Giovanni. But he had good intentions, right? He wanted to save Galar. He wanted to make it a beautiful, great region like he did. He is very materialistic. You know, he wants to make everything beautiful by him, by his own hands. He wants to make everything beautiful. He wants to make everything gorgeous through his company, through his corporation, through the power of Dynamax that he adds on to with his company underneath gyms in certain areas, hotspots, dare I say. So he's very obsessed with that. He's very perfectionist, but at the same time as well, too, he went about it wrong. Now, is he really a bad guy for doing that? Like, he realized his mistake, and he didn't even try and fight it. It was an L. Versus Maxie and Archie, when they realize their mistake, they're like, oh, man, I'm going to beat myself. I'll be very self-destructive. Versus the difference in Rose is, like, he wasn't even self-destructive. He wasn't even beating himself up. He's like, oh, well, this didn't work out. I got to hold this L. This is not how I wanted it to be. L. He even tried and, like, defend what he was trying to do. Flat out, L. He pressed F immediately. I gotta respect that. That in itself is expectable, but his theme is just so good. Not to mention, I really love Cupid the Capraja, and those are his mascot mons. That's awesome. He picked up my dude Bede. That's awesome. He messed him up, and that's not cool. It was mainly Oleana. If you play the game and don't mash A, you really see that Oleana is the one that really turmoil and messed up Bede. She painted him to make him look like a troubled kid. So hate to see it, dude. Hate to see it. Oleana is also just an like, she's got an amazing theme. She's one of the best themes in the game. Sorry, she's got to be on the right. Never mind. She is one of, there's something you can find in her post game, right? Where you go to the Galar Mines. I did not know this. I found this on accident. You go to the Galar Mines and you can speak to her there, and she is trying to reform herself. She's trying to change. Now, she is scuffed Lusamine. She is. But the only reason why she's scuffed Lusamine is because she's crazy and she's a woman. That is the only reason why people are saying she's scuffed Lusamine. Otherwise, different. Just different. Number one, she's a large forehead. We don't hate. Number two, I really liked the fact that her signature Pokemon, she's actually like not as deep as we think, but there is some deep parts about her. Her signature Pokemon is Garbodor because she used to come back from a backstory of just being trash. That she took care of this mon that was actually the garbage Pokemon, and she, you know, built with it. It was her signature Pokemon, you know what I mean? That's why all of her Pokemon are beautiful Pokemon versus the Garbodor, which shows that side of her is still there and of her poor past. So that's really awesome. I like that a lot, dude. Not to mention her theme is really cool, dude. Not to mention she's really ride or die for Rose, and we don't see a lot of admins like that. When it comes to Pokemon, I think the only few times we saw that was like Heart Gold and Soul Silver, with the admins literally trying to bring back Team Rocket in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. The admins alone trying to bring back Team Rocket versus Galactic admins were like, hey, we're just kind of vibing, bro. We're just trying to help out my dude Cyrus. Galactic ones are like, hey, dog, we don't even know what's going on. We're whipped. You know what I mean? Team Flare, I'm about to head out. Like, she, out of all the other admins, like, she was just so ride or die for Rose, and I like that. I also really like the purpose behind her team is really cool. I like the fact that she has G-Max Garbodor because there's something behind it, why she has it. She doesn't just randomly have it, guys, so that a Gen 5 Mon can get representation, because Gen 5 Mons, fun fact if you didn't know this, Gen 5 Mons got a lot of representation in this generation, in this game, because they did not get Megas. They barely got any signature Z moves. They didn't get Alolands. Gen 5 Mons are the least loved Pokemon, the least represented Pokemon, the least Pokemon that you just think about and remember. So when it comes to a Dex cut, of course you're going to remember all the Gen 5 Mons now because it's a Dex cut. Before this, when every Mon was in a game, people didn't even mention or remember majority of the Gen 5 Mons that are here now, like Kling Klang and Sigilyph. They didn't even remember them. So a lot of Gen 5 Mons got a lot of love in here. I actually like that. I do because there are some Gen 5 Mons that I like. You know, a lot I hate, some I like. So I like Oleana. I could literally make a whole sort of video on Oleana. I actually like her character. So she's all right with me. Gordy. Listen, I know people are going to be rude on me again. In my gym leader tier list, I put Gordy in the very bottom as my least favorite gym leader. People are getting mad. I'm just sitting here like, oh my God, dude. Like, and some dude even as far as to say, how do you like Alistair but don't like Gordy? I'm like, bro, Gordy's design is so simple. He's just a dude with pushed back hair, glasses, and a jacket. Like, it's so simple. It's just, I know people are gonna be like, oh, Oleana's just a girl. There's more. I honestly, dude, when it comes to everybody on this Okay, wait a minute. Before we get to Gordy, because I was gonna get to Gordy, let's just put these guys in nah. Actually, let's go ahead and add a row below. Let's do hell nah. And let's put both these guys down here. They literally deserve their own tier list. Awful characters, awful design, awful backstory, awful personalities, awful fights, awful Pokemon, just awful overall. They're just awful human beings. They tried to take over Zamazenta and Zacian, two legendary Pokemon that rarely enough are actually good. From these past few generations, Generation 7 and Generation 8, we're going into the stigma now of where the legendary Pokemon are actually not evil. So Giratina, evil, Dialga and Palkia could be interpreted as so if you pissed them off, as generally how it is. Kyogre and Groudon, they literally fight each other. They're not evil, but they fight. They're very aggressive, you know what I mean? And you come with Zacian and Zamazenta, some of the least aggressive, least evil legendaries ever. They're literally heroes. And these scumbags try to possess and control them by forcing Dynamax beads and... Come on, dog. Number one, they can't Dynamax. You know this. Number two, what are you doing, dude? What are you... number three, what are these hairs? The Swordwort? He's got a wee-wee on his head. A wiener is on his head. Shielbert? Just a tampon. It's just a tampon. Literally, just a tampon. Just bad. Just awful. No. I think we can all agree. Say what you want about anything that I put in any of these lists, guys. When it comes to this tier list and the hell nah, we literally have to agree together. I've yet to meet anybody that likes these characters. And hey, man, we just come together, guys. Come on. Fist, yeah, type a fist bump emoji if you come together with me and agree. In the comment section, type a fist emoji. Come on. PewDiePie, bah. All right, anyways. Opal, I actually really like. She's heat. She's heat. I actually really like Opal. She literally changes Bead into a completely different person. That in itself is insane. Not to mention she's one of the wisest gym leaders we've literally ever gotten. Not only to mention she's one of the oldest as well too. So far the thing with Pokemon gym leaders is come with age, does come with intelligence. That's not always true in reality, but when it comes to games or anime, that's not always true. But when it comes to Pokemon, it's generally been true. Most of the old guys, Fiji, Blaine, Opal, even Olympia, like Glacial was knowledgeable and stuff. Like when you're just old, even Agatha, when you're just old, you just sort of know stuff. I think the dumbest old trainer we ever got was Bertha from Gen 4, Elite 4. Yeah, Paladin Queen. I think that was the dumbest one we got. Otherwise, nah, bro. You know what I mean? She's really cool though. I like her a lot, dude. I like the development she did on Bead. I mean, speaking of Bead, I mean, let's knock out one for goated now. Bead is goated. If this was ordered, he'd be number one. Bead is my all-time number one favorite character when it comes out of Sword and Shield. He is my number one character. I love his design. People were crapping on him for the hair. I think his old grandma. It's just not that deep. I love the design. I love his jacket. I love his drip. I love his theme. I love the theme behind his team as well too, being psychic. Really cool. Because some psychic Pokemon, you could even look at it as he's actually a lot deeper meaning than we think. Because some psychic type Pokemon are weak to dark type Pokemon because they're weak to mental illnesses, in fact, affecting the brain. Right, we get super deep here, right? We can go super deep like that, and Beat has just had an awful pass. He easily has the number one character development out of the entire game. You can't argue that. You can't. I don't care who you like better. This is the fact. He literally does have the best development out of any character in the entire game. I don't make the rules. Play the game and you see it. It's a fact. The number one development. Number one. So I like that a lot. Beats GOAT, bro. Beats GOAT to the day I die, man. He's GOAT. A part of me doesn't like Oleana. Somebody said it was Elena. And I was like, I'm gonna say Oleana. I'm gonna keep saying Oleana, but is it Elena? I don't know, dog. Listen, I don't know. Is it Milcery or Milcery? Because it's milk and cream. So Milcery, right? But there's also nursery and milk. So does it become Milcery? I don't know, dude. Listen, I don't know, man. You guys let me know. I don't know. But Bede, he's GOAT to the dad die. Gordy. I'm trying to think. I like Milo more than I like Gordy. I just don't like him, dog. I don't think it's going to change. I don't like his design. I'm not really wild about his character. I mean, Melanie speaks about this. She didn't have a good relationship with her son. He just kind of left. Yes, Melanie was kind of harsh, But I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm sorry to the Gordy fans out there. I'm just like, he's a husky dude with a jacket. Look at the characters I like. There's something to them. Gordy, there's not really much. You know what I mean? Like I'm sorry, dude. No. Just maybe it'll change, right, guys? Give it a year's time. The game's only been out for a month, almost 2. Give it a year's time, right? Maybe it'll change, right? So as a character, I think B is up there in heat. I really like her as a character. Very stoic, very calm, but at the same time, very strong and fierce. She literally speaks and screams feminism, and I can respect that. So shout out to B, dog. She's just a very confident woman, and we can respect that, right, guys? Yes, we can. Yes, sir. Oh my God, they put the Magnolia Honey. So I'm gonna put her in because like she didn't really do much. Sonia was pretty much the professor throughout the entire game, and then you play the end of the game. Spoilers if you didn't beat the game. Spoilers if you didn't beat the game. Spoilers if you didn't beat the game. Sonia becomes a professor. So, and Hop becomes an aide. So, and Magnolia retires. So I think Magnolia, that was intentional. Magnolia's purpose really was just to be that figure to limelight Sonia. You know what I mean? She seems like that character trope that is literally only there to brighten up and push the focus on another character trope, Sonia. So that's her purpose, and I can't hit on her for a purpose like that. I get it. That's the reason whole behind it, right? I mean, she really wasn't meant to do much because she was meant to just push Sonia out there. You know what I mean? And Sonia figured out a lot. But if we're thinking about just Magnolia and no trope, nah, dog. Like, she just, you know what I mean? Like, she didn't really do much. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, just, you know what I mean? So we're gonna fill up another goat before we do this, guys. So Raihan is a goat. You guys can't be surprised that I put Raihan in goated. Raihan is literally one of the greatest gym leaders we've ever gotten out of all 8 generations. He's goated. I love dragon types. That's another goat. I love the fact that he actually has a competitive team. People crap on him because he doesn't have an all-dragon team. You're just mashing A. You're mashing the A button and you're not paying attention to the text. He literally has dragon Pokemon. He's a Flagon and a Duraludon, G-Max by the way, but he's not only a dragon type gym leader. He's a dragon weather doubles gym leader. He literally says 4 minutes doubles. He says he plays by the weather and then he runs dragons. Last I checked, dragons just don't have weather abilities. So he needs a Gigalith. Come on, guys. Don't mash A and just read the text. I had so many people tell me that. Like, oh, is it a real dragon gym leader and it's stupid? Like, okay, dude, you didn't pay attention at all, so why would you even waste your 2 cents speaking to me? You know what I mean, dude? It's like, if you're just mashing A, go ahead. Sure, right? But don't speak on the story or characters at all. Speak on the Pokemon only. Speak on the Pokemon only. That's it. Don't speak about their lore. Speak about the design of Pokemon only. If you mash A, you have no rights to give your 2 cents. Boneless, by the way, on any of this. I just attacked so many. But I'm not wrong. Somebody had to say it. I'm not poos enough to not say it. Yes. I was gonna say poon, but I said puss. Anyways, Ryan is a goat. Really like him. Shout out my African brother. African English. Brother, shout out, dude. Shout out. Even though I'm not African English, I'm just African, but shout out my African English. Brother, I thought that was a durag as well, too, but it's not. Like, my nigga has a hoodie. So it's like, okay, I vibe with that. I definitely vibe with that. To let you guys know right now, there's like 2 more goats on this list. Figure it out. There's 2 more goats out of every character on this list. Figure it out. 2. Actually, sorry, 3. Figure it out though. Sonia, I'm gonna put her in heat. I really like Sonia's character. I mean, you guys saw, if you saw my first live stream playthrough of it, definitely go check it out. I did amazing, but I really fell in love with Sonia. I fell in love with Sonia, but I like her character a lot. She was a rival of the champion, meaning that she was an incredibly strong trainer at her peak. She has an amazing theme. Even Opal even stated in her gym that Sonia has passed something in a gym challenge that Leon has not. A dude with no L's has 1 small L. You know what I mean? Like, the only small L that Leon has is he did not pass the quiz test when it comes to Opal's gym. Sonia passed it all with flawless colors, but Sonia's bad habit. And everybody, I like that too. They have they're all insecure. They all have some type of low lacking personality trait within themselves, almost every character, right? And Sonia's is that she gives up way too early. And I really, really like that. Like, she just pretty much gave up being a trainer then and became a professor. But it was give up in general. The key factor, I saw people complain about, it's not that her giving up as a trainer, it's her giving up in general. It was literally in life. And I think that's why maybe Magnolia was probably like, you know what, dude? I'm not going to give up on you, but at the same time, I'm really not going to help you out. I'm going to push you. Go do everything in your own style and way. She wrote a book. She figured out the case, cracked the case of the lore. She cracked the case of the lore. Can we talk about that? The generation, the scientists in this game of Galar just didn't know. Sonia knew, though. She cracked the case of the lore. She got a brain on her, dog. Say what you want about her. She's strong, and I got a brain on her. I wish we could see, like, if they make a Sword and Shield 2, I wish that they could probably show us, like, even a more deeper backstory of Sonia being how strong she is, because she literally could give a run for Leon's money, and Leon acknowledges her rival. Not to mention, every gym challenger said that she's a very formidable foe, and Leon only admitted her and Raihan as a rival. So, respect. Obviously, us, too, as the character. So, the design on the man's, like, I don't like the male one at all, but the female one I actually like. She's all right, you know what I mean? She's all right. She's no Rosa, you know what I mean? She's no, I'm gonna say Pearl. Sorry, Platinum, I'm gonna say, because I'm so used to reading the manga, but Dawn. But the dude, I don't like him. He's probably gonna be Sword and she's probably gonna be Shield, but I don't like him. I don't like this beanie at all. It looks weird. I think his hair looks weird in it. I hate the backpack. It's just a giant suitcase. Everything about it I don't like. I hate his standard fit. Don't like it. At least her standard fit is a little better than his. You know what I mean? So, you know what about it. Nessa, y'all already know. Confident, strong, black queen, fellow black queen. I love. Didn't really like the fact they gave her a Goldine. I thought that was really annoying. Like, because Misty's also the second water gym leader and she's a Goldine. So I thought that was really annoying. They could have done literally any other Watermon. Like Luminion. They could have done Luminion, you know what I mean? As also another water fish. Literally anything. But they gave her a Goldine. Like, what's going on? Also, it was really weird. She doesn't have a G-Max Mon. I think the cutoff for G-Maxes is Kabu. And then everybody after Kabu has the G-Max. And I know that regular Dynamax Dreadnought is actually better. It's actually better than G-Max Dreadnought. But I guess that's why they did it. But I don't know. I also feel like they should have given Eldegoss, Milo's signature Pokemon, a G-Max. Everybody's signature Pokemon has a G-Max, but Milo's. Obviously, as well, to Piers, like, there's no G-Max Obstagoon, so I get it, right? There really is no G-Max Obstagoon, and G-Max Grimmsnarl went to Marnie, but Piers doesn't want to use Dynamax, so I get that. But with Milo, he does, and I feel like Milo got cucked. Like, I'm going to keep talking about Milo getting cucked. I feel like he got cucked. Kind of boneless, and at the same time as well, too, like, it just... I feel like Eldegoss should have gotten a Dynamax, because the Mon itself is just alright. It's not really that great. And getting a Dynamax would have been amazing for her, or Gigantamax, sorry. Just for the purpose of a gym leader, I feel like every gym leader should have had one. And if they want to use it, it's up to them. Like, Nessa at least had one, but she had that option to not use it, you know what I mean? Versus Milo, and I'm only talking about the first time battling them, guys. I'm not talking about the tournament. But, because Milo has the G-Max Appleton, I think, in the tournament, but, like, first of all, they'll be too broken for the base at the first gym leader, but I just feel like he got cocked, Milo. I'm so sorry, dude. Mirio, I'm so sorry, dude. Buff Mirio. Melanie's just all right. I like Melanie. She has some family problems. You know what I mean? Like, she's really, really, really cute, but she's got some she's got some family problems, what I meant to say. I was talking about girls, cute. Almost came out like that, but she's got some problems. Doesn't have the best relationship with her kids, you know what I mean? Especially Gordy, I think, but at the same time as well, too, I think she realized her mistakes when it came to poor parenting, being too harsh on her children, especially Gordy, because he's the oldest one. If you can see in the book, there's a guidebook where there is original designs and a sketchbook almost for all the characters. She has like 2 other kids, but they're like very young. I think they're like in the 1 to 5-year-old age group, and Gordy is a grown man. So, because you need to be 18 to be a gym leader. You need to be 18 to be a gym leader. So Gordy's a grown man, you know what I mean? And it's just one of those things where it's like, I feel like it's like the first child getting the full brute of the poor parenting, and then when the parents starts to realize the mistakes that they do, and they do better with the younger children. And I feel like Gordo just had, like, what could you do? You know what I mean? It just sucks. But she is now his #1 fan, and I appreciate that. She became a better mother. She's his #1 fan, and I like that. First time seeing it, I thought that was her brother when I first time saw that, but it was not. It's her kid. It's her kid. I'll give you guys another GOAT. Hop is GOATed for me. I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, Hop's in hell nah. Hop's in trash. He's bad. He sucks. He's annoying. Dude, I could make a whole video about Hop, but to keep the video from not being an hour long, Hop is not the same character as How. The only thing that they have in common is they're both black. That's literally it. That is literally it. Hop is confident, not necessarily happy, but confident. He's always had insecurity since he was a little boy, but he's confident from the beginning of the game. But he starts to realize his insecurity issues the moment you start beating him as you keep going. But it's little tendency notices, you know what I mean? And then the big kick comes in when Bede whoops his ass because he's like, oh, I don't like you, Bede. I don't like you. It's like Rock Lee when Rock Lee lost to the Sound Dudes in the tuning exam woods. When Rock Lee's like, I'm confident and you guys have terrible morals. I have good morals. I'm gonna body you. That type of confidence. Like that. It reminded me of that. You know, where Hop was like, oh, well, Bede, you're a trash guy. I'm better than you. Run the sticks, Doug. I'm the younger brother, the champion. Who the hell are you? Run the sticks. And then, you know, he got faded, which it's unfortunate he got faded because after that, he just went into a deep, great depression. But his character really develops after that. Like, he's also one of the most developed characters throughout the entire game. You know what I mean? He starts to realize, hey, man, this isn't for me. Like, at the end, he just starts to realize, hey, man, I tried this battling thing, and he did. That's why he's always battling you a lot. People get annoyed by that, but it's trial and error, right? How else are you supposed to get better at battling than by not just keep battling? You know what I mean? That's why maybe he didn't annoy me as much as everybody else, that he keeps battling you. But at the same time as well, too, he just started to realize that maybe this isn't for me. I don't need to follow the same footsteps as my brother. I don't need to live in his shadow anymore. I'm going to go my own path, do my own thing, and become eventually a professor. But he's a professor's aide for now. He doesn't mind being, but I think the long end-term goal is him being a professor, similar to Sonia and Magnolia. So that's really, really, really cool. He's got a bunch of good morals, too. It was maybe very upset that he was losing to characters he shouldn't have lost to. Like, he got his ass beat by Swordward so many times, dude. Like, just upset. I was just upset. And he didn't lose to them because of his team being worse. Obvious team was a lot better than Swordward's. He lost because of his insecurity. You know, like, Swordward's literally talking shit to him, and he feels a type of way about it, and then he can't focus on the game. They're literally saying he can't focus on the game. The little tendencies as well to the character development where he can't throw a Pokeball, and then at the end, he flawlessly throws the Pokeball, and then even seeing his brother Leon also the same pose as him with the face smack. That's really cool. That's really awesome. That's awesome. That's just really, really good. Marnie's character. I'm going to say Marnie's character. Like, I love the character's design a lot. When it comes to Marnie's character, like, she's just all right. I feel like there could have been more to Marnie's character. I might be on the same level of Milo here, where she also feel like she got cucked. But then playing the game, I was like, all right, her role wasn't really important. We build these expectations of certain characters being really big and really important based on seeing them in trailers. So she's a character that obviously, right, has a specific design that stands out from everybody else, right? So in our brains, in our minds, we told ourselves, all right, she's going to play a big role. She's just a fan club. It's just the team base of the game. You know what I mean? Come to find out, it's just a fan club. She's an important character. She looks like it. She's got to play a big role, right? I feel like Game Freak is not really allowed to showcase characters that look different from standard NPCs or characters that just look different nowadays, because people build these expectations that this is just supposed to be super deep, fleshed out, important characters. Like, no, that is not Marnie's role at all. She doesn't need to be that. I wish that she was, because I actually really like her as a person, as a character, but that's not her role. And that's okay. You know what I mean? Like, that's just not... We build the expectation that she's supposed to be an important character because she looks like an important character. Game Freak never said she's an important character. She just looks like one, you know what I mean? Come to find out, we start to slowly believe she is. She is the younger sister of Piers. She is following a different footstep of Piers. She has this backstory to where she starts to also feel the same level of insecurity with Hop, but different. Hop is like, I'm nothing like my brother, and that sucks. Marnie's like, my brother sucks. I want to be better than him. You know what I mean? Because she says he doesn't use Dynamax and that he lost. There's a match that Piers lost, and she's in the stands watching, and she got upset by that. And she's like, all right, well, he lost. I'm using Dynamax. I'm going to use Dynamax, and I'm going to win. And she does. She's a G-Max Grimmsnarl, but it's really cool because she pays homage to her brother. She built a better relationship with him, you know what I mean? Not to mention she gained the respect back for him as well, too. I just wish there was more to her, like either she got more screen time, if there was maybe more of a relationship that was obviously built more towards her and more Pico. She's had more Pico since childhood, and that's why she has it. But I just wish that there was more of a relationship built, which the anime will probably go deeper into that, because the anime will, like, it went deeper. The anime went pretty deep in with Lily as well, too, with her relationship with Nebby. So I wouldn't be surprised the anime goes deep into more Pico. It would have been really cool when Pico got a G-Max, but I get it. It's a Pikachu clone. It didn't. The fact that it exists is already a gimmick. I really like that she's also a Dark-type queen as well, to like her brother. So that part of her is still in there, that she respects her brother, but at the same time, also she like kind of didn't want to be like him. So it's a total opposite of Hop, like similar, but then Hop opposite. You know what I mean? Where they both worshipped their older brothers, but then Marnie went a different path about it. She went different about it. You know what I mean? This video ended up being 30 minutes. I could talk for a long time about these characters, guys. I think I might do in a video, right? If you want to see a more deeper video of me going deep into some characters, hit that like button down below, guys. I'll give you guys another GOAT. Come on, man. The champion is a GOAT. I like that they actually showcased him off in one of the very first trailers because he's so important. Like, even when you play the game, every NPC speaks about him. You can go to any house, everybody speaks about Leon. He is a legendary legacy trainer, one of the strongest trainers in Pokemon history. He's not stronger than Cynthia. I'll probably do a video on that, but he's not stronger than Cynthia due to the core mechanics of the game and his mascot being a Charizard. I thought G-Max initially was changing base stats like Megas. Come to find out, it doesn't do that. It's just different max moves. So, like, Dynamax Charizard puts up the Sun, and then G-Max Charizard, it doesn't do that. It just sort of, like, Fire Spin traps you, and it's really, really stupid. Like, it kind of annoys me. I wish it did both. That'd be really powerful, but at the same time, Charizard's very beatable. So, not necessarily. But they also dropped heavy duty boots, so maybe be very annoying. It actually be very annoying, probably. But Charizard, the G-Max should still put up the Sun because he has solar power, dog. What are you getting out of it? You know what I mean? Like, what are you literally getting out of it, bro? I don't know, dude. But he still is. D-Max is really good. His team overall, I mean, he has a Hackers and Aegislash. Pretty strong. Design, his fit's a little lacking. I like the cape. I like the cap. I don't like the pants. He's got like these white shorts with white like joggers or leggings underneath. Not the biggest fan about that, but it's all right, you know. I like who he is. He's almost like the All Might of the entire region. I like that. It's really cool. It's really cool. It's really cool. I also like what he does for Hop. He builds Stigma on Hop, where it's like Hop. He doesn't like gloat in front of Hop. You know what I mean? He's like, he doesn't really say, "Oh yeah, I'm the best." Leia is like, I just kind of show it, and I like that. You know, I like that a lot. That to me is really cool with the champion. Let's see. I'll give you guys Kabu here too. Alistair's just all right. Like, he's just one of those characters. He's got a really, his design carries more than his actual character, because in reality, he's just a shy boy with kind of a dark backstory. You know what I mean? Like, he always could see ghosts as a young age. I wouldn't be surprised if he got abandoned, but he's always seen ghosts at a young age. So he's always been very insecure and shy to really open up to people, make friends with people, you know what I mean? That friendship trope of lacking, you know what I mean? Generic stuff like that, but his design obviously a lot better than his character, but he has G-Max Gengar, and that's enough. And his design's really cool. It's like Shy Guy, but emo. I like it. Also, I like his character that he also kind of like starts to break out of his shell as well too. He's like kind of like Marnie in a way, where he breaks out of it, but a lot younger. He breaks out of his shell in a similar way. Like, he slowly starts being less shy, to where he literally could not take off his face mask without freaking out. And then he takes it off. That's a lot. That's just a big step. It's a big step. To give you guys another one, we'll do Kabu. I think Kabu is also like Heat. He's a really cool trainer. There's a theory that he's Flannery's dad. He literally says Fiery Red Hot, just like Flannery, word for word. He left the Hoenn region when he was a gym leader there, by the way. Gym leader, by the way, over there. That also almost, he went to the championships of the Hoenn, meaning you could do 2 and 2 together. Steven's the canonical champion there, but he lost to Steven. Steel type elite, remember, fire type specialist, lost to Steven. To be fair, Steven's Metagross is a strong mon. I get it. He's got Armaldo and Craig Dilly. They don't necessarily lose to fire types. Here's an Aggron, doesn't necessarily lose to fire types. You know what I mean, dude? Like, a bunch of his mons are actually surprisingly enough neutral to fire types. He's got like 3 mons neutral to fire types. And a Metagross, Kabu, if you went in there with a Torkoal, my guy, I get it. But my dude has one of the strongest power creeps I've seen in an early base Pokemon game ever. He makes Surge looks free. Who else is the third gym leader? He makes Whitney look free. He makes Berg look free. Third gym leader of Gen 4 free. Maylene free. Like, it just, he makes all these gym leaders just look free. You know what I mean? Because he has a fully evolved team, all maxed out. Then his Sigmon is G max, by the way. That is an insane power creep. Like, he left Hoenn to go to Galar to become a stronger trainer. And not to mention as well, too, that he also was really insecure. He could not deal with loss. People, okay, so the best way I'm saying insecurities a lot, people in this game, they deal with things all in a different way, and I like that. They deal with upsetment and defeat, or bad situations, I should say, in a different way, and I like that a lot. I like that a lot. You know what I mean? Dude, that's GOAT. GOAT trainer, dude. He also, like, nobody gets past him, and when you get past him, all 3 come together like, hey, good job. He's literally a noob killer. And last but not least, this should be very, very, very obvious. Like, this should just be, if this was ordered, let me order this. If I were to order this, yes, this is ordered. Yes, that's my top 5 characters from this game. Shout out to that, dude. But, like, I really like Piers. He's, you know, as a first Dark Gym Leader, as a character, fantastic. I wasn't wild about his design, but it kind of grew on me. You know what I mean? They make, I feel like if you looked more like, they have this habit of making every, like, dark, like, correlating trainer emo or old. Emo and old, sorry. When, like, imagine if you had a Dark Gym Leader that looks something kind of like Alistair. That'd be cool, right? But, or like even Morty, but there's those ones, like, those gym leaders are usually cool as hell, you know what I mean? But the dark one, I wasn't really with it, but him as a character, he's one of the nicest characters in the game, one of the most wholesome, he's one of the big-hearted, one of the most helpful characters, one of the best characters in the game. Like, if it was ordered, I think he's the second best character in the game. I would even argue first, he's tied. He's just that amazing of a trainer, that amazing. Though, he's so strong, he almost beat Raihan, no Dynamax. Meaning that, and mind you, if we do the timeline behind it properly, Raihan could make Leon run for his money. Leon acknowledged him as a really formidable foe and a rival. So if Piers is acknowledged by Raihan, and Piers did it with no Dynamax, Piers pretty much handicapping himself here and pretty much almost body bagged like Raihan, like last Pokemon, one-on-one, down to 1 HP, literally was specified like that. If Piers ran up with a Gigantamax Grimmsnarl, dog, he might be the strongest trainer in the region. Maybe stronger than Leon. That's respect, dog. That's GOAT. But guys, that's it for the video. Sorry that it's a little longer than normal. I can speak about these for a minute. And if you want to actually see me do like a deep, in-depth, like if you guys want to see me start doing lore content, then let me know. I'm very deep and immersed in the lore and I just love it. So if you want to see me, by all means, do that. Then hit that like button down below. If you get 1,000 likes, guys, I will drop another one before the 31st, before the year ends. So let's get it, guys. Drop 1,000 likes for this video and I'll give you another Toys video ASAP. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much, guys, for dealing with me and bearing with me. Comment down below what you think. Do you agree, disagree? Who do you think you should be higher or lower? I don't know. With that, I'll see you in the next one.